just kind of talk about your guys' defense performance again after a couple of two pretty tough games to give up just 3 points and really take away any explosive passing game. Just what was kind of the emphasis in practice and what was maybe even the emphasis on the field?
The emphasis was definitely just doing our 111, doing our job. I guess in the past, it wasn't nothing the other team did. It was just us not executing, not doing our job, not doing the little things, and that's something we really focused on this week. And that's really what it came down to. No self-inflicted wounds, and it showed out there today.
Did you say something mean to Parker, and he felt the need to truck you instead of the Colorado State player on that tackle? Or?
Oh no, that's just Parker flying around like he's supposed to be doing. So that's good on him.
How much do you think the impact of the pass rush can help you guys on defense?
Yeah, it definitely helped. It's a group effort. We can't do it without those guys up front, and vice versa. So, like I said before, it just comes down to us doing our part, all doing our job, and everything will work out.
We asked Coach Rogers about kind of where you guys' heads were at after about 50-plus the last couple of games, and he mentioned that you guys kind of want to get back out there, almost the next day, and so something better. Where was your head at after those two games, and I guess how much do you want to respond tonight?
Yeah, I think for us it was as a defense, it was all about us responding. The past is the past; we can't change it, and we're just moving on to the next week. I mean, we had a good win tonight, but we're just moving on to this bye week. It's not an off week. We're going to keep working, keep improving on things we need to get better at, and prepare for our next matchup. So,
I'm going to steal a question that Jamie asked. Kenny gets hit with, a pass interference call that really could have gone either way.
Right.
And then he comes back like one or two plays later and is in on a tackle that helps force a fumble. How important is it to have a short memory as a defense, and especially as a defensive back?
It's very important. As a defense, it's an offensive game, and adversity is going to happen, and it's all about just how you respond. And that's something we emphasize, since the winter. Is like, how do you respond to adversity? Things are going to happen. You're going to have bad calls. Big plays are going to happen, whatever. But about the next play, you can't dwell on the past for too long. So, yeah.
You guys get, especially as the game kind of gets on, you guys get a chance to pin your ears back defensively, and the biggest guy in your defense comes up with sacks on not one but two consecutive plays with Sony. How much for you guys? Someone maybe needed the speed guys on the outside, seen the big fella get in there for a couple big plays. Yeah. How much does that fire you guys up, and just kind of speak to, the 1-11 that you mentioned earlier? Yeah, it fires us up a lot. Just like you said, just coming down to everybody doing our job, and then being happy for one another. We're happy for that guy. Yeah.